member from Oshawa.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Volunteer firefighter Gary Kendall died in 2010 in a dangerous winter river being trained by an unregulated private trainer. The family called for a coroner's inquest. They didn't get one. No one did anything to prevent another tragedy. 5 years later, firefighter hopeful Adam Brunt died while taking a private, unregulated rescue training course on a dangerous winter river with the same unregulated private trainer. Adam died while 11 other students helplessly tried to save him. 2 unnecessary deaths, no one held responsible. And finally, after 2 men died, the families got a coroner's inquest. I've been pushing to protect firefighter trainees for the past 3 years. My motion to immediately adopt all coroner's inquest jury recommendations to keep future trainees safe was passed unanimously. You said it was urgent. You said you'd take action. Premier, what's the status of the changes and actions needed to ensure no one is ever put at risk like this again? Have all of the coroner's inquest recommendations been adopted yet?
Minister of Community Safety Correctional Services.
Minister of Community Safety and Correctional Services.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And you know, what happened in this incident is a tragedy, Mr. Speaker, and my thoughts are with the families and colleagues of those 2 trainees who passed away. I really commend the member opposite in her advocacy on this matter, and I know this is something she's worked very, very hard over the past years. Our government is carefully addressing, Mr. Speaker, the findings and the recommendation of the coroner's inquest into these deaths, and the Office of the Fire Marshal and Emergency Management took immediate action and suspended the water rescue program at the Ontario Fire College after this inquest, Mr. Speaker. Our government continues to work with the Fire Safety Technical Table, where our fire safety partners and experts meet to discuss the fire safety challenges. And that table are looking at the recommendation, Mr. Speaker, and certainly we hope to have solutions.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Again to the Premier, and you can't suspend a training program that didn't exist in the first place. But it's been 8 years since Gary died. It's been over 3 years since Adam died. Since this government hasn't chosen to figure out how to protect firefighter trainees, I have worked for 3 years on this, and I have figured it out for you. My Bill 58, the Brunt Kendall Act, lays out a comprehensive regulatory and safety framework to hold private trainers to account and keep firefighter trainees safe. Alongside the families of Adam Brunt and Gary Kendall, the Ontario Professional Firefighters Association, safety advocates across the province, and legal experts, we have finally completed this necessary legislation to ensure deaths like this cannot happen again in the province of Ontario. It has been a long and emotional journey to get here, but here we are with my legislation in front of us and still with time on the clock. Premier, will you promise to keep our firefighter trainees safe and ensure Bill 58 passes through this House and into law before the end of the session?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Thank you. Minister.
Thank you very much. And certainly the safety of the firefighter is very important, and I want to commend them for all the work that they do all across our province. And we are taking action to modernize the fire safety delivery in Ontario, Mr. Speaker. Part of this modernization is to ensure our world-class firefighters have the support they need. Ensuring firefighters are fully trained and certified in their role is critical for their safety and the safety of the public. This is why we are proposing that firefighters be certified to the National Fire Protection Association standards, and this aligns with the Occupational Health and Safety Act, Mr. Speaker, which requires that employees receive sufficient training. My ministry will continue to work, and I, as a government and the minister, will work to make this proposed requirement as seamless as possible, and we will continue to engage to ensure that every single firefighter in this province are safe, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.